Big up, everybody. It's your boy, Mark and MUFC fan, guys. And you know what it is? It's just another update. This one's going to be pretty short, guys, because it's just a little news update. Because, I have to get to bed early. I've got a 3 a.m., watch along to do with Trinidad and Tobago this morning. So it's going to be a short one, guys. But let's get into some of the breaking news, some interesting things and dynamic stuff happening. Some, interesting reports coming out. Ineos have some plans. Are they going to get it done? Are they actually already planned for the January window? Are they going to make some changes? Well, guys, let's get right into it. Let me bring some of this information to the stage and let's start off with the main headline. You know what I mean? And we all been talking about this. We were all frustrated. Why did we allow this youngster to leave? And now United learn how much to bring him back. He's currently rated 50 million euros on transfer market. But United learned that they would have to pay somewhere in the region of 16.7 million pounds to bring the youngster back to Old Trafford after selling him for nothing short of half the price. At 5 million euros plus 3 in add-ons, that's what he went for to Benfica, and we're going to pay them double to get him back. At least that's what it seems. And not only that, guys, but there's some shocking reports coming in that Arne Slot and Liverpool are also interested in making a comeback to get the player. The only difference is they would have to fork out the 50 million pounds. They will not be getting the same price of United. So United are front runners in this deal, where we think they would be making this deal happening. Now, there were plenty of factors as to why his exit didn't make sense, not because he wasn't recalled from a loan spell with Granada in January, to then be sent to Benfica, while United had no natural left backs available. Now, instead, Erik ten Hag was utilizing Diego Dallo and Victor Lindelof out of their usual positions to deputize for the injured duo Luke Shaw and Terrell Malacia. With the pair currently still unavailable at the time of writing, yet rather than calling upon academy prospect, Ten Hag sent Carreras on his way to Portugal to spend the second half of the campaign with Benfica. The option to buy clause included his terms meant that they'd have no choice in signing him permanently after he started 50% of their matches following his arrival to Lisbon. He didn't meet such requirements, but the club opted to buy him anyway, having been impressed with his stellar showings when he was given the nod. Carreras made his 9 appearances for the season thus far, 7 of which has been as a starter, where he played full 90 minutes in each of Benfica's opening 2 Champions League fixtures, a 2-1 win over Red Star and 4-0 triumph over Atletico Madrid. Carreras has been doing very well during his exploits on the European stage, has recorded an 89% passing accuracy, 4 key passes, 4 successful dribbles, 5 tackles, 6 interceptions, and 4 clearances, while also winning 10 of his 14 duels attempted. That's according to talent scout Jacek Kulig, who labeled the 20-year-old as a monster in the making. Remarkably, he has registered the most goal-creating actions in the Primera Liga after 7 matches, the most of any defender across the division, and the 4th most of any player, according to Statman Dave. Therefore, it'll come as no surprise to learn that the youngster is now being targeted by the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Liverpool, with United also said to be considered bringing Carreras back, who never made a first appearance back to Manchester. Now, there are reports coming out that Ten Hag was not fully in control of him not being able to stay at Manchester United. There had been previous agreements made before the Dutchman's arrival, so although he did allow the youngster to go out on loan to gain experience, he wasn't expecting him to be sold. And this was what the deal was done. And Richard Murtaugh, John Murtaugh and Richard Arnold, these 2 guys did a madness before. And now that we have Ineos, hopefully they'll be rectifying these situations and hopefully we'll be getting him back. Now, there are other such players that are also being looked at. The likes of Dan God Jr. returned from loan a few months ago. He's going to be back. Bro, I told them, you know what I mean? We sold this guy off back for 17 million pounds. It's going to be interesting. Big up to you, Stephanie Griffith. Big up to Rajat in the building. Big up to you, broski. Yeah, man. We sold this guy off and now we're looking to pay double the price to get him back. It's really interesting how events turn. You know what I mean? I told you guys, the people before were sabotaging us from on the inside. It's just one of those things. You know what I mean? So, guys, looking at this information, this is the interesting situation that's currently at hand. There are other currently news that I'm going to bring to you. Just a little bit of a look ahead as this weekend is coming, and we have lots to look forward to as United are set to take on Brentford. And amidst this shocking information, well, guys, you already know that Manchester United had played Johnny Evans against none other than Aston Villa, and he was the man of the match despite having a host of younger players who were valued more with higher wages on the bench. Unfortunately, the previous centre backs were sidelined due to poor performances by the manager, and I'm speaking in the likes of Lisandro Martinez, who had a poor run of form in the first 4 games before, and De Ligt, who had 2 bad games before. And you know what? It shows the example of what it means to represent this club. The way Johnny Evans performed, guys, it's something that we must stand and look at and said, that reminds me of what it means, or what it means for a player to play for Manchester United, taking responsibility for your actions, showing up in key moments, making the big choices, and coming up big. Not only that, I think, for the 36-year-old, he did show up a lot of the youngsters in the way he performed. And if we can get this as a spark, as a seed that will grow into each and every other player in the squad, maybe we will turn into quite the force throughout the season, because that performance was definitely a worldie by Johnny. And you know what? I hope to see more of it. Now, manager Erik ten Hag could reportedly deploy him again in the left back position, this time against Brentford. United are set to host Thomas Frank's men at Old Trafford this weekend, and then another crucial Premier League clash. The following game will be against Fenerbahce, but focus on this weekend, guys, because we need the 3 points. Ten Hag will be heading into a match with a number of selection headaches, particularly in the defensive department, where United are dealing with an injury crisis at the moment. We have a few players out injured, including the likes of Harry Maguire, as well as Nusa Mazraoui, who is set to return in 3 weeks. The Red Devils are currently without other players such as Luke Shaw, Terrell Malacia, who are still recovering. And that might mean we have no choice. As you know, summer signing, Lenny Yoro is back on his recovery path. He is not set to return to first team training until the end of this month. So hopefully we'll be seeing him back in November, but he's not ready yet. In these absences, maybe Johnny Evans or hopefully Harry Amas will get the nod. No one knows exactly what the manager will do, but Harry Amas has been in training along with the likes of Toby Collier and 1 or 2 other youngsters, including the likes of Dan Gort Jr. and Shea Lacey. Ten Hag could play either at left back, you know what I mean? Another option available with Shaw is likely that, to move Lisandro Martinez across to the left back position and play Evans and Matthias de Ligt in central defense. Now, another alternative is for Ten Hag to put Victor Lindelof at right back, allowing Dalot to continue playing his trade at the left back position. Let's see how it goes. You never know, guys, but there's a lot to happen. We don't only face them, but we have other games to look forward to, because you know what? Football is going to be back very soon. Guys, what are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know in the comments. Big up to you, Coyote Odiaka. Great to be here. It's great to have you, bro. Big up to you. Alvaro at left back is a big unit, with help with our defense, access pieces, and complement Leacher. Please get him back to United, says Stephanie Griffith. 100%. Dad's army pulling United out of the brown stuff again. What can I tell you? He probably won't want to come back. I don't know. I think he would be down for it. He had to agree. The player, even though we put a buyback clause, it's something that the player has to agree to. So it's not something that he didn't agree to have in his contract. He know that there's an option to come back at United. And I think, why wouldn't he want to come back? He started off here. He wanted to achieve his greatness in United, but just didn't happen to get the job done. So with that, guys, with my short presentation to you guys tonight, I know it's just a short one, just a little bit of bits of breaking news, bits of information that we could be had right now. And hopefully you guys can take that. We'll be back later on tonight. Probably will hop on 1 or 2 of those guys' stream. They are watching the Germany as they take on the Netherlands in the Nations League. It's a big game. Your boy is not watching. Hopefully, you never know, guys. But I hope you have a great night, guys. I will be back later on, as well as in the morning, with more of your breaking news. and updates from your boy Mark and MUFC fan. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe, and look out because you know you will be getting one of my first blogs, which will be my trip to Manchester United. A little short clipping of stuff that I did. So hopefully you guys would like it. Look out for it very soon. Big up to you all and have a great night. It's been your boy. Peace out.
Baby.